Hey everyone, welcome to the World's Finest, the Southgate Media Group's weekly DC Comics review. I am Phil Parrish, and guess who's back this week, everyone?
Hey guys, it's Lilith. I'm sorry for leaving you, but life.
She has a life. How dare she?
I actually got out of my parents' basement last week. Sorry, guys. So, what a week for DC, eh?
Where'd you move to from your parents' basement? Canada?
Depending on this election, I might be working in Vancouver for the next 8 years.
4 or 8. Guess what? I got Action Comics number 50.
You actually want to talk about it?
I'll keep it brief, but I will say if you're waiting for him to get powered up, this is where it happens.
Yeah. I mean, it's the 50 issue, so of course I picked it up.
Okay, you did read it?
Yeah.
Okay, I just thought I'd let our listeners know if you're waiting for him to get powered up, this is where it happens. So.
I had a problem with this, or just this title overall being visually inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that this issue did a great job with his supporting characters, because I think that's what makes, much like Batman, I think that Superman's supporting characters are really good, and they make him who he is, and they did a good job with that. It's like they're being like, remember who you are, Superman.
Yeah, I'll just skip ahead and say I gave it a 3.5, but most of that is for the supporting cast. It would have got at least a 3 or less for me if it wasn't for that supporting cast.
I totally agree with you. A 3.5 is basically a 5 for this Superman title at this point. It's been such doo-doo. Like, let's just be real.
So you agree with 3.5?
Oh, absolutely, hands down. And that's me being just a tad bit generous because it's Friday.
Yeah, and just information-wise, it continues into Superman, Wonder Woman, and then Superman 50, which I believe both of them are out next week. So
we hope. It could be late.
Well, they're on Diamond's list, I believe. So.
Okay, that's good. But sometimes that doesn't mean anything either.
Hey, Superman 50 might be better. Supposedly he's meeting Lois and Clark's Superman.
Yeah, that's the issue that I've been waiting on. I hope he gets spanked.
I was going to say, teach him something.
Put him in some footy pajamas. Better than that damn t-shirt and jeans, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I did read, actually, the side stuff, Adventures of Supergirl number 4 and Arrow the Dark Archer number 5. I'll just say that if you're a fan of Supergirl, the TV show, keep on reading it. But if you're a fan of Supergirl, the comic book, keep reading Justice League 3001 until they're canceled, and when they restart that or whatever they're going to do with it. I like the comic book Supergirl better, which is really shocking at this point. I actually like the way the Green Arrow has been going. I actually like the TV show better than the comic book right now, and that's saying a lot in the current state of affairs with Arrow. And I like the Flash TV show more than I like the comic book, because the comic book is trying to be like the TV show. So.
Did you want to give a grade for either of those or both of them?
For me, Supergirl is a 3, and Arrow the Dark Archer number 5 is about a 3.25. I am just thoroughly done with Malcolm Merlin at this point, and it's still a really good story. It's still really well done, but at this point, I'm just done with the character of Malcolm. I mean, I'd rather have like a Roy tie-in comic book or something, or Thea and Roy or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Jiggle and Lila and the baby Sarah. Like, I am just so over Malcolm. I still love this character. It's still a thoroughly good one. But just because I'm done with Merlin, it's a 3.5 for me.
Okay.
So, where to next?
You probably didn't read Batman Superman 30, did you?
No. I didn't hear good things about it either.
So. It was alright. Are they
investigating a murder case? Did I read that right?
Yeah, it was like it was of an alien, and then it looked like there was another Kryptonian showed up, but luckily it turned out he's not a Kryptonian, he's a Daxamite, so.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Huh, interesting. And
then they have a scene where it looks like Batman's beating the snot out of Lobo, but it turns out to be a disguised Superman.
What? How dare they shortchange us on Lobo?
But it ends the arc, so I'm thinking with Rebirth coming, was this the last issue, or are they going to squeeze like 1 or 2 more in before
I thought
Rebirth?
We were doing 52s.
Well, this is only 30, so issue 30, so
Never mind. I think this might be the last issue then.
Okay. I was going to say, nice round number. You only got a month or two left before Rebirth, so.
Yeah, I think they need to quit while they're ahead. No, this is the most interesting sounding issue in like 5 months, honestly.
Yeah, I give it a 3.25.
Well, we're all just swinging for average at this point.
I know you read Green Lantern Corps Edge of Oblivion 3.
You know it, brother. Ugh. Why do they have to, Rebirth? I swear, if they mess up the Green Lantern Corps after having such an awesome thing before this and now this one, I'm going to be really upset. Because these are so good. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so let's talk about it.
Sorry. Yeah, this one came close, but I don't think it's my pick of the week, but it was one of the 2 contenders for pick of the week.
Oh, this is hands down my pick of the week. I think that it really showcased the writer's understanding of the Lantern Corps and everything like that. And I think that, yeah, you can understand one character or 2 characters or even the 3 main ones that everybody talks about as the main interactions and stuff. But when you have like the whole group together, it takes a certain special kind of person to make everybody kind of have a good or bad dynamic, but in a good way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that they really captured that.
So, if it's your pick, was it a 5 for you?
It was definitely a 5. Like, I am so happy to be enjoying Green Lantern again. Like, first it was the movie that destroyed my heart and soul. Then it was that damn cartoon. And then the book started to be doo-doo. So I was just like, oh, this is just such a return to form of having a team book. I really enjoy that. The artwork has been stellar. I'm just here for the Green Lantern Corps right now. It's a lot of rebuilding that they need to do, especially if they actually want that movie to get off the ground again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess I'll give it a 5, but like I said, it's not my pick of the week, but it was pretty damn close. Definitely.
You guys aren't reading it. It's only issue 3. Pick up the first 3. You won't regret it. Do not wait for the trade. It is so good. That's me saying that about something post New 52, guys. Definitely.
And Green Lantern.
I told you I like the team book. It's just Hal that they've been having trouble with.
Mm-hmm.
So, where to next, sir?
I'm sure you didn't read Earth 2 Society, right?
No, I gave up on that a long time ago.
I figured, but you never know. It wasn't half bad. You basically have Hawk Girl for some Amazons. You got like a little mini team up of Batman and Ted Grant and
Really?
Yeah. Because he even says something about, maybe I should call myself Wildcat or something.
Yes, please do, Ted. You do that. You go right ahead and do that, sir. That's what we need. I need a straight up real Justice Society.
Mm-hmm. But
a real JSA book.
But Batman and them are investigating a corrupt businessman, Cal Nimbus.
No freaking way.
Yeah.
Almost makes me want to read it. Almost.
And Cal Nimbus has as his enforcer, a mind-controlled Hour Man.
What?
Yep.
That does sound awesome, but they ain't gonna fool me again. Nope.
It's issue 10. Too little, too late.
Yep.
It was alright. Give it a 3.75.
Oh, everybody's doing a little bit better than usual.
Uh-huh.
They're like, we have to get the buzz going, guys. Pull out all the stops. Rebirth has to be a success, or we're gonna die as a company.
Oh yeah.
Seriously, DC's on the edge of oblivion for real. So what's next?
Well, I'll save the Bat books for last. Do you want to do Constantine?
Sure. They're losing steam. I feel like a little bit.
A little bit, but well, this will be controversial. Well, this is my pick of the week, I think.
I could see that. I totally get it.
Yeah. So, this is my pick of the week, just because it rang true to me for Constantine's character that, he's trying to do the right thing, but he always goes about it the wrong way. Like, leaving to protect his boyfriend by leaving him and the kids in the lurch. And
well, Well, you can tell that we're moving really close to this really big event. But yet, at the same time, we're keeping it kind of personal, and I like that. And I think the first half of the book has a lot of good character growth and material and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I totally get where you're coming from with this being your pick of the week.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it just... This series has... It just seems much more Constantine to me than that previous New 52 series.
Yeah. I can't wait till, whatever's going to happen is going to happen.
Well, yeah. After Rebirth, I hope they ramp it up even more.
I think they will. I think that I read that this book was doing pretty well critically and fan-wise with people actually buying the book and stuff. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you have to put your money where your mouth is when it comes to comic books, because that's the only thing that they understand. And I think a lot of Constantine fans like this direction, especially now that we have Swamp Thing. So, we have a potential to have like a big crossover event with those two in the main universe. Like, how awesome is that?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, like I said, it's really a good time if you're a fan of Constantine and Swamp Thing, and it's showing. The fans are showing what they want, and they're actually listening. So I'm really excited, and I'm glad that we have the team that we have. They understand Constantine, but I know that they're under like editorial guidelines to like not go balls to the wall just yet. Mm-hmm.
But I'm here for it, DC. Don't disappoint us.
This was a 4.5 for me.
Yeah, I gave it a 5.
So yeah,
pick it up.
Duh. I just love when we can actually say, hey, pick this up, because like we're not shills. We actually like say our opinions. Like don't buy that poop. So when I can actually say, hey, yeah, buy it feels really good.
When we say pick it up, we mean it. I know you were reading Catwoman off and on. Did you read 50?
No. Did you?
Yeah, they closed out the arc, so I'm wondering if are they going to 52 on this or not?
I don't think so.
Okay, because I was going to say this seems like a nice little wrap up.
I wonder what they're going to do with Catwoman. I wouldn't mind if they shelved her until they had a really good reason to bring her back. Mm-hmm. I mean, because this has kind of been a meander. Let's be real. This has kind of been meandering. Like, it's good. It's well written, but it's just been kind of all over the place.
Yeah. After the whole mob thing, she's just been, like, on the run, and I don't know. Are they didn't say anything about a Catwoman book for Rebirth?
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, I don't think so.
I mean, there's always time in, like, Phase 2, Phase 3, or whatever they call it in DC. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think they know. That's the problem. We have no game plan. We're flying by the seat of our pants here.
But, yeah, long story short, guess who's the man behind everything that's been plaguing her the last few issues?
Is it Penguin?
No, it's Lex Luthor.
What?
Yeah,
I'd rather have Killer Croc.
It's like, come on. Okay, this guy's in the Justice League. Come on.
Like, wrong side of the coin there, buddy. Hey, it's really Lex Luthor. That's interesting.
Yeah. Then they had like 2 little short stories in the back. I guess the last one was, I guess the Justice League was having Catwoman test the security in the Watchtower.
Wow. They are all over the place.
Yeah. But it must be like a flashback or something, because Robin's there, but it's not Damian, so I don't know if that's supposed to be Dick or Jason, but
it means it's timey-wimey, spacey ways.
Continuity doesn't matter, remember?
Yep, we can do what we want.
Especially with Rebirth coming.
So would you give that?
Let's see. Give it a 3.5.
I can't wait to talk about Starfire with Charlie.
I can't wait either, because Yins gave it the exact same grade last month, and Yins weren't even here at the same time, so. Alright, well then let's I got two more Batman books, and then we'll do Red Hood before we do Starfire, but did you read the...
Well, you do Red Hood, and I can do Gotham Academy.
Okay. Red Hood Arsenal 10. you could tell they're wrapping this book up. They basically send Joker's daughter to a psychiatrist.
Really?
And I guess she like fools the psychiatrist because she's like, because she acts like she's all normal, but then at the end she goes back and gets Joker's face to put back on. So I don't know what they're doing here.
Well, just know that sooner or later we'll have a Titan and a Teen Titan book, so don't worry your preload head about it.
Yeah. I don't know what. Red Hood Arsenal 10 3.25.
Well, at least it's not a 1.25.
Yeah, I'm not you.
Awesome. Gotham Academy, like, don't judge me, but like these have been some really like fun and heartwarming and endearing stories. Like, yearbook arc has been like basically an anthology series where it's like different creative teams come in and write these characters, and it's been really fun. And part 3 is no different. I think this is the best one yet. It's just so cute. Like, I think that it's really funny that it comes out when it did. Like, this would be perfect for like June when kids are getting out of school. Kids still get out in June, right, Phil?
Yeah, as far as I know, yes.
Do you know what I mean? To give it that feel, it just that's the only misstep that I think that they're doing with the yearbook arc is that this should have come later, but because of Rebirth, they really can't.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really enjoying it, and I hope that they find room for this book to come back in another phase of the rollouts of books, because these are just some really great characters that I don't want to disappear. And it's really great for all ages, and they really do need a few more all ages books. So here's hoping Gotham Academy stays on the roll somewhere.
So what did you grade it?
I gave it a 4.
Cool.
This week's guests have like James Tynan and Christian Wildgoose and Sergey Lapointe and Steve Wands if you guys are interested. Just gonna throw that out there. I can't wait for the trade. I think the trade is going to be really successful because this gets a lot of critical praise.
Well, yeah, they're bringing it back. So
are they?
I thought after Rebirth they were bringing it back. I thought.
I hope so. I really do. So, what's next?
All right, I got 2 Bat books left. Did you read Detective 50?
I did.
Yeah.
They should have paid me to read it. Extra size. They could have kept it. They didn't need it.
Well, that's for those splash pages in the back.
And you know, I'm a sucker for splash pages, but it was just like, where's the ka-ching button, Phil?
No! It wasn't even Gordon. It was
$5 book. I just, my wallet hates.
Yeah. They were milking it for some of these.
Yeah.
And we're getting, 2 more issues of Detective? They could have ended this here, especially since Bruce is, by Detective 51, it'll be, Bruce for 2 issues, and then
But they gotta end. You gotta remember, though, they gotta end on a high note to make people want to come back.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, I mean, there hasn't really been much for, the bat lovers for a while, so they need to close it out strong.
Yeah. I don't know. This is a 3.5 for me. What did you think?
That's a 3 for me. Mainly because this should have been a $2.99 book, honestly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could have did this in a regular size issue.
Yeah. Poor Tomasi, always getting pulled in the garbage.
All right. Batman and Robin Eternal 23.
Oh, we're so freaking close.
3 more after this. That's it.
Oh, that's all I can keep thinking. Every time I have to pick it up, I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so close to the end. I can't stop now. I can't leave Phil hanging. But at least it was action-packed, this issue.
Yeah, it was action-packed, but I don't know, the art on this, it's just, I don't know.
Oh my god, thank god it wasn't just me.
I mean,
was like, what is this?
Dick, Jason, and Tim all look like they're like pumped up on Venom. I mean, I'm looking at a page here. Tim looks bulkier than Midnighter.
Maybe that's a secret subplot.
I don't know.
Oh, God.
But yeah, at least we got some action.
I absolutely love the cover, though.
Oh, yeah. And we got that dang snowmobile from issue 1.
Right?
Or the preview, whatever it was, yeah.
Oh. I thought the pacing was really great, and the story was like boom, bang, done. I was like, oh, we're in the final stretch. No more stalling out. I was just really happy with this issue.
Yeah, they should all be pretty quick now with only 3 left.
Yep.
I'll give it a 4, I guess.
I gave it a 3.75. So yeah, we're pretty close.
Yeah. So, is that it except for Starfire?
Well, I mean, if we're just gonna wait, I can talk about Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Because I read that like 2 weeks ago and I've been itching to talk about it.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, let me make sure that, March 9th. Okay, yeah, I can talk about it now. Like, oh my god, this is really good. Like, I want a movie of this. An animated movie of this. They need to make that happen. This has been such a great delight for an 80s baby like me. Like, oh my god. I can't believe how well characterized everybody is and how well the villains flow together. Like, this has just been a really dynamic story, and the artwork has been awesome. I'm just really enjoying the ride. I mean, it sounded like a straight up cash grab, but it's been some of the best stuff in the months that it's come out. So I just want to like give all kudos to who it needs to go to. Freddie Williams has been doing the artwork, and James Tynion the fourth has been doing the story, and they've been knocking it out of the park every single issue. And this issue we're in Wayne Manor, if that helps anybody. Like, with the turtles in Wayne Manor, like, come on. Like, it's just everything that you expect to ensue does. Let me just put it to you that way. So, yeah, this has been a great book. This is a 4 for me.
What was this the last issue, or?
I think it's out of 6.
Okay, which one was this?
Number 4.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and just to make the pot a little sweeter, Batman takes the turtles down like a memory down Crime Alley. He's explaining what made him become Batman and like their reactions to it. It's just so good. So good.
All right, Charlie's, we're ready whenever we are.
Ready. Yes, let's talk. Did you read Starfire? Are you gonna be the odd duck out?
Yeah, I didn't read it, so.
Boo!
Oh.
Okay, I'm ready whenever you are.
All right, everyone. Calling our friend Charlie Esser here.
Skype, don't fail this podcast.
Hello.
There he is, everyone, Mr. Charlie Esser, for his marvelous DC review of Starfire number 10.
Okay, let me find it here. Okay, Starfire number 10. I did like this issue. I think last time I gave it 3 silkies out of 5. I'm going to give it 3 flaming hairs out of 5 on this one. Since we did get with their supercharged Starfire a little bit of the classic flaming hair bit here. Okay, things I like about Starfire. Number 1, it's a very bright and vibrant book. I mean, you always hear about how dark and grim DC is. And from this, I don't see it at all. This is like real, bright, exciting, fun comic. Even as we get to, now we must murder you all. It's still very bright as we kill all of the, paper people. One thing I think is kind of fun here is that they really, really seem to just be trolling people with this book about, the comfort everyone has with their body in this universe and how they think you're weird if you don't have complete comfort with your body.
Do you see the Copper Tone baby panel?
Which one? When she's coming out of the magic MRI machine?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, but like I said, to me, they're trolling people. They're completely saying, really, this bugs you? Why does this bug you? You're naked under all your clothes. And I get that. Although, obviously, the counter argument is, yes, except you aren't. And you are selling this to people who are well aware that, nudity is a thing in Western culture. So, it's like you're putting this big big tag on it. Now, the mind control but with Silky and the other two was a little weird. And that's certainly going to get your cards and letters coming because, anytime you talk about, non-consensual interactions, that's always going to be something that people have a thing to say about, which is well-founded, I think. And, but aside from that, like I said, it's funny. I talk about how bright and light this book is, and then all of a sudden I'm talking about murdering all of the committing genocide against the insect people and the salamander people, and then mind control, forcing the sheriff and the other lady to kiss. I think they're both deputies, making everybody kiss, against their will. And then, we make the sheriff take off all her clothes in front of everybody. But it's like, oh, why are you the prude? It's like, I'm not a prude. I just don't want to be naked, But it is a fun book. And, and of course they say Star will be in a coma for 32 years or 2 panels. We don't know. One or the other.
Well, I think... And then these are the same people that write Harley Quinn. So... You have to take that kind of in a, tongue-in-cheek kind of thing. But I think that this is a less sexualized book than Harley Quinn, if that helps.
Yeah, well, no, actually, that's the thing about it. Is like I said, where I think they're trolling, is like none of the nudity is sexual. It's all just literally change your freaking clothes. She's in a medical situation. That's why she's naked. She's getting she's getting her solar cells recharged, So, of course, she doesn't want to be covering her body. Why are you looking is the counter argument to that. Although they did play the brother a little creepy last issue where says, hey, I don't mind. It's like, yeah, we know you don't mind. But, yeah, I really liked it. It is a bright, fun book. I like where Star does her... what's the new Superman power? The Nova Blast, and Star does the green Nova Blast here. Because sure, why not? And like I said, part of me wonders if this book is meant to troll people who are reading the book. Like I said, I kind of feel like there's a lot of things that they're intentionally doing. Like bringing in Silky. Like, I don't know if Starfire used to have the weird cadence with her voice, where she, talks like Starfire on Teen Titans Go. I want to say that in the 80s she didn't talk like that, but perhaps she did because I didn't read Teen Titans in the 80s. But the few times I did, like the anti-drug one, I don't recall her talking like that. We all remember the anti-drug Teen Titans, right? We all got that book. Or am I completely dating myself? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, but that's my basic review. I enjoyed it. Starfire will come back next week. I'll read issue 11 or next month. I'll read issue 11 and as part of my marvelous reviews. And now, of course, the real question is: will we ever get a dynamically concise review on our sister podcast, the all different Marvel Roundup?
If I can talk about Howard the Duck, sure.
Well, you can always talk about Howard. If you read Howard the Duck, we can talk about it in about 5 minutes if you'd like to. Because of course I read Howard the Duck every month.
Oh, bummer! I wish I would have known. I would have read it on my way home.
Oh, do you want to do it real quick right now? We can talk Howard the Duck.
Maybe next month. But thank you. I would be glad to talk about Howard the Duck next month.
Okay, well we will wait for your glorious return next month. In the all different Marvel Roundup with a decidedly concise review or a dynamically conscientious review or whatever you want to call it, Lilith. It's all up to you. But this was my marvelous review of Starfire number 10.
And it was marvelous, Charlie. I'm so glad you decided to read Starfire. I love Starfire.
I really do too. It's like I just picked it up because I said, well, I really like the character on Teen Titans Go.
Nothing wrong with that.
You know what? I'm going to tell you, Teen Titans Go is such a delightful little series. It was funny. I was listening to Philip and I think was that Kelly you were doing one of the Nightwing podcasts with. We were talking about it was the War of the Robins and
Kristen, yeah.
Yeah, Kristen, I'm sorry. And you were talking about like the best Robin, like the greatest Robin, and it tricked me. Wait, this was a Teen Titans Go episode too, about which Robin was the greatest Robin, the best Robin, and because they had all the Robins on there too. I like, which is why I think eventually they got to have Damian Wayne on Teen Titans Go. It just makes so much sense because they like to take these like weird, twisted little thing. And of course, when they did Superhero Squad, that was always a fun thing for the writers to think, what is like a really completely non-kid friendly character that we can figure out a way to jam into a kid friendly cartoon?
Well, I want to be honest. Teen Titan Go actually has a lot more pathos than a lot of cartoons around nowadays. Anyway, I think people dismiss that show that it's for little kids, but they really do, or especially like the original run, really did tackle a lot of weird, creepy arcs, but like very tastefully. So
yeah, well, you know what they do on Teen Titans Go is they deal with a lot of stuff, but they made all the characters really, really human. Because, of course, it's the between panels stories is what it's supposed to be. It's the stuff that happens when they're not out fighting superheroes and supervillains. So they're dealing with the fact that Robin has a lot of issues with just the fact that he is obsessed with being the best and wants the team to be, the best team they can be because they want it, because he's, training to be the next Batman. And if you're training to be the best next Batman, it's a very tough gig, And of course, Starfire has all of her stuff, and or not Starfire, Raven, who's just full of angst and daddy issues, So yeah, no, I like Teen Titans Go. I like Starfire. Take that as you will.
Awesome.
All right. Well, does that wrap it up?
Yep. You can take us out of here.
Oh, wait. What did you give Starfire, Lil?
I gave it a 4. Because I like her solar recharging. Don't judge me.
Yeah. It's okay. I liked it too. I'm just saying, it's, what it is? I'm always nervous when we're doing these like grading systems. I never know how to grade because that's why we in Marvel, we just say it's good, it's not good. We don't really do a lot of gradings unless something really bugged us, So like if this was all new Marvel, I'd just say thumbs up. It was good. I liked it. Go buy it. You'll like Starfire too. But yeah, when I get into the grading, I do the 3 out of 5 because that seems like it's a solid book. It wasn't one that made me go like, oh, this moved me. But it was a good book, and like I said, they're definitely trolling us.
All right. Well, since you did your homework, why don't you give your social media first?
Oh, yeah. So anyway, if you would like to tweet along with me, with mostly Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., because honestly, I can't do Gotham live tweet because it's too violent, and Legends of Tomorrow even gets a little weird, and I'm really backlogged on all that. But you know what? Live tweet with me on Saturday nights when I live tweet The Incredible Hulk and the 1970s Wonder Woman on MeTV at Charlie Esser, CharlieEesser. You can always write me an email in the old-fashioned email way at superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. That's superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. Oh, and look for the 2 E's in the middle on quality. Charlie Esser. That's for quality, yes.
Lilith?
I have to find me something that rhymes, man.
Me
You guys can follow me on Twitter at Lilith&rsquo. If you're on Tumblr, my URL is itslilithhellfire.tumblr.com. If you're on Reddit, if you're a Redditor, you can just inbox me, Lilith&rsquo. And you can email me at lilithhellfire@lilithhellfire.com.
And if you want to talk anything DC with us, you can email us worldsfinestpod@gmail.com. On Facebook, we're World's Finest Podcast. On Twitter, we're at World's Finest Pod. And, of course, we have our new Instagram account that's for this show and All New Marvel Roundup. It's World's Finest Roundup. And if you want to talk anything DC or Marvel with me, because I don't segregate myself like these two, you can email me, nightwingpdp@gmail.com. On Twitter, I'm at nightwingpdp. Instagram's nightwingpdp. You get it. And you can find all my stuff at philparrish.wordpress.com. Until next week, everyone, the 50s are here, so that's all I have to say. Good night.